So what happened with Angie Stone? This is part 4. For those of you who have not tapped in, you can go back and watch part 1, 2, and 3, which I've recently uploaded on this channel. So you definitely want to watch those before we push forward if you have not seen them just yet. Last reading, just a quick recap. It was definitely giving a lot of energy concerning Angie Stone's son and D'Angelo. Their energy was standing out strongly. I asked specific questions in regards to their energy, and it was shown that there was some foul play that the daughter may also be aware of. Now, I must say that all of this is allegedly, and I will also say that this is for entertainment purposes only. And I say that to protect my channel, but I have to say that because I do not have any physical evidence or tangible evidence to prove anything that's coming out here, okay? For those of you who wonder why I say that. Many of you already know. So let's jump right in. I was also speaking about how after about 10 years of being incognito, right? D'Angelo is now getting ready to come back out and to go on tour this year, 2025, same year that Angie has died mysteriously in this car accident. So I want to see what was leading up. I think the last message I was going to tap into the 7 days, right? The last 7 days before Angie was in that tragic car accident where she lost her life. What took place during her final 7 days, okay? So I have the Page of Swords. So she was being watched very, very closely, and that did come out that someone was given a direct assignment. They was a part of a cult, some sort of secret society, and they was given direct assignment to watch Angie very closely, okay? This is the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords came out for the son. Now, considering that the pages are also young people, the Seven of Swords came out for the son. So the son could have been given an assignment to watch Angie because there was some sort of assignment that he had to carry out here, some deception that he would have to carry out. So now I have the Queen of Swords in the reverse, but there's a man here, so it's giving King of Swords energy, right? It's in the reverse. So there's some lies that was being told, definitely, and there's someone who's very angry. There could be a air sign here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that was definitely that was directing the son to watch Angie very closely. Now, from what I found out after doing my last reading is that D'Angelo is a Aquarius. So being that he is an air sign, this could be him getting directives from his father. I'm not 100% certain though, but we have the Page and then we have the King of Swords. So when we have the Page with the King, then you know the King is the one that gives orders and directives. The Page follows directions of the King. But this King of Swords, the sword is down. So there's some lies that was definitely being told as well here. I have, look at that, the King of Cups is in a reverse. King of Cups is in a reverse. So a lot of masculine energy is coming out concerning Angie in her last 7 days, okay? Something was going on surrounding the men in her life, okay? And so the King of Cups is usually a father figure. You can see he's holding a child here. Looks like a little boy. But when it comes out in the reverse, then that could indicate that whoever this man was, he did not have a close relationship with the child. He was actually emotionally detached from this child during his earlier stages in life. So it could very well be that this child, this could be her son, who was seeking some form of acceptance by D'Angelo, okay? That could very well be what I'm looking at here. Let me clarify. I have the Judgment card. So this is like a rebirth, a second chance. So this is like a second chance to reawaken a relationship that was not, you know what? I'm going to ask directly. What is Angie Stone, her son's relationship with D'Angelo at this time? Because it was showing in that might have been message 2. The Ace of Pentacles with the Devil came out for the son's relationship with a man that was in his life. It's like making a deal with the devil for some sort of new opportunity to come through. It would require to make this deal with the devil. So what is Angie Stone's son's relationship to his father, D'Angelo? What is their relationship at this time? Because when I pulled cards for D'Angelo as far as why he's quiet, I got so many cards to show that he's just excited. He's excited to get back on the scenes. So I have the moon. His current relationship with his father is the moon, Cancer energy. Let's see. Then I have the Six of Pentacles. And then I have the Seven of Pentacles. Lots of money cards coming through so far. Then I have the Emperor. See, he is in his life right now, okay? But this is hidden though, because the moon is here. Many people may not be aware of their relationship right now. He is in his life right now, and there's lots of money surrounding this. The Six of Pentacles can definitely deal with inheritance. The Seven of Pentacles is like, after putting forth a certain amount of effort over time, there's some sort of receiving here. Seven. The Four of Pentacles, the 7 plus the 6 is gives Four of Pentacles energy. Because it comes up to 13, breaks down to a 4. I feel like in the past, D'Angelo withheld from him, but now there's some sort of breakthrough that's happened in this relationship. And this Emperor, you see this floor is checkered down here. That usually stands for the Masonic lodges or some sort of secret society. These checkered floors are usually used to emphasize that. And now I have the King of Wands. Yeah, King of Wands is definitely giving that they are bonded right now. They have a relationship right now, okay? But it's not open. Why is it hidden? Let me see. Because I don't think that he's made a statement about Angie's death at all, which is kind of ironic, because if he's coming back out to be in the public eye again after being incognito for over 10 years, most people, you would think that just for the sake of how it looks, right? Just for the sake of maintaining character, he would at least acknowledge her passing before he gets back on the scene. So I have the Ten of Swords. Look at that. That's betrayal. The Ten of Swords is betrayal. I'm trying to recall what was my direct question. But the Ten of Swords is definitely betrayal here. There could have been some sort of disagreement, because it looks like this woman and this man, they're having a disagreement here. What is it that we don't know? Oh, that was the question. Why is the relationship between him and his son hidden right now? It's because of the Ten of Swords. There's some betrayal. There's some deception. The Ten of Swords can be like really hurting someone. So he didn't have a good relationship with Angie. There was some sort of disagreement here. I'm going to clarify this Ten of Swords as far as why their relationship is hidden, because they are connecting with each other right now, and what seems to be bringing them together is something surrounding inheritance. Six of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. So these are the final 7 days. It looks like there's a bond that's taking place between Angie's son and his father, D'Angelo. They're connecting with each other. The Ten of Swords is bioweapon, which I don't like, because Angie openly said that somebody gave her a poisoned needle. So the Ten of Swords is the betrayal that's directly connected to this bioweapon, okay? Let me get another one for the Ten of Swords. These are popping out fast. I have war. So war was waged on her with this Ten of Swords energy here. There was some form of conflict here, a battle, and somebody wasn't playing fair with this bioweapon here. So it's hidden because it's almost like he wants to come off as if he's been incognito the whole time, like he hasn't been dealing with nobody, right? So it's almost like he doesn't even want to make the connection directly to her son, because he doesn't want anything to tie back to him as far as why she ended up in this car accident, right? Suddenly she loses her life after speaking openly about Universal Music Group, UMG, which D'Angelo is directly connected to UMG, right? The music label that he is signed to is under UMG. So he's trying to seem as if he kept his distance the whole time. That's why he doesn't want the world to know that he has a connection with his son right now. He needs to be completely disassociated in the public eye. Look at that. I have the card of revenge. The Ten of Swords is also clarified by revenge, but you see this person is hidden. What is this revenge for? Why? Why is revenge coming out when we're looking at D'Angelo's energy in the last 7 days of Angie Stone's time here? What is this revenge all about? Because this person looks very, very angry, but it's like they hid this anger. Because it's in the darkness. They hid this anger. It's like a festering energy, just this thick, heavy energy that's been festering for a long time here. So there could have been a plan to utilize a bioweapon. The directives could have been given directly to the son, because we got all of these swords, okay? Swords coming out. We had the Page of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the King of Swords in a reverse, the Ten of Swords. Swords can represent procedures. It can represent needles, okay? So for this to come out, the Seven of Swords is deception, is trickery. Let me see. What is revenge? What is this revenge all about that D'Angelo was feeling in the last 7 days of Angie's time here? I have the card of stalking. Look at that. No coincidence, because at the bottom of the deck it says watch them closely. I'm telling you, that's why we had the Page of Swords come out first. There was an order that was given to someone who was younger, who it could likely be her son, to watch Angie Stone closely. Why? There was some sort of revenge this person wanted to carry out, so they needed to know her whereabouts. They needed to know what she was talking about, what she was planning, okay? So they needed someone. That's why I was saying in the first two parts, in part one and part two, they needed somebody that she trusted enough to allow in her personal space, right? So I have here, well, this is talking about children, but it's talking about removing them from public school. I don't know why this came out, unless that was something that they had a conversation about earlier in their children's lives. But we're still going back. We're talking about children, okay? Let me see. War soon follows. See, that's why that war card came out. That's why the war card came out. This person that wanted revenge is coming out as D'Angelo's energy, because I'm talking about him directly. He knew that I feel like this war was already happening behind the scenes. There was already a lot of conflict between them, but he stayed incognito, okay? As far as the world was concerned, D'Angelo had dropped off the face of the earth. Nobody really knew what he had going on, just kind of forgotten about, right? But the whole time he was raging, wanting revenge, wanting to get his place back. I need to see what is this war or this revenge all about, because he wanted her watched very closely. He gave specific directives to someone who was younger than him, which it could likely be his son, to watch her directly. Because remember, we're talking about the final 7 days, but we're also clarifying his relationship to his son in the final 7 days. And why it's been hidden. It's been hidden because there was some form of betrayal. The betrayal is directly connected to a bioweapon. There was orders that he gave to watch Angie very closely because he was out for revenge. Let me see. I have they know you're chosen. Look at that. Bottom of the deck. Y'all can see the cards in my hand. I have father. Okay, so we know D'Angelo is the father. He knew that Angie was chosen. I have the card of addictions. You all know that D'Angelo had a long history of addictive patterns, right? Where a lot of people tried to blame Angie for his addictions. I believe don't quote me on this, but I believe that he may have been dealing with crack at one point, okay? Then I have here, expect a large payout. See, that's why that Six of Pentacles came out. There was revenge that he had on her. Because he ended up having addictive patterns. I wonder if in some ways he even blamed her for his addictions. In some ways, I feel like D'Angelo even blamed her for the addictions because we're clarifying revenge. Why did he want revenge? So with the card of expect large payout, now it's like he's expecting to get paid, even if it's not directly from what she had, because apparently based on what Angie was saying, like she didn't even have nearly as much as she should have had based on the amount of years that she put in bringing her talents to the world. But as far as a payout, it could be either life insurance or it could be him getting paid now that he's about to come back. He's popping back out into the music scene all of a sudden the same year that Angie passes away, within months, right? This says, do not fear. I have dark magic. Okay, see, I know that there's been a lot of spell work and rituals that have been done here, okay? Definitely cult energy that came out very strongly in message 2 and 3, that there was a lot of spell work that was happening here. Yeah, see, losing wealth. I feel like D'Angelo blamed Angie Stone because he lost a lot of wealth, okay? He blamed her for his addictions. He blamed her for losing his wealth because ultimately those addictions led to him losing his contract or his ability to work. Because I remember he was in and out of jail, like he had picked up a lot of weight. He had a lot going on. Let me get this card. So what came out, it says lots of money involved, okay? Lots of money involved. And like Angie was saying, she was able to fully discover that there was a lot of money that was being withheld from her by UMG. So let me just see, why is the sun, because I'm picking up that the son was willing to work with his father. Now I know it's because there's a lot of money involved, right? And the son definitely has this desire to be in the music industry, okay? Why is it coming out as if the son was a willing participant in this bioweapon? And okay, this says karmic bullet flying. It's something about karma. It's almost like he feels like she needed to get her karma. But that's why that King of Swords came out in reverse. So it could very well be that D'Angelo has been feeding his son a lot of lies for quite some time now, okay? And with his son wanted to have a relationship with him, because that King of Cups came out in the reverse. King of Cups in reverse could be someone who's dealing with a lot of addictions, over drinking, using different substances. So as you can see with that man that was holding the child, it shows that he was not there for him during those very vital years. I feel like his son sought to have his father's approval and a relationship with him. This could have led him to having different patterns, you know, because he is heavier. I don't know if maybe that caused him to overindulge in some ways. You know, we all use different ways to cope with certain internal blockages. So there could have been this feeling of not being accepted by his father. And so I definitely feel like with the Page of Swords coming out as one of the first cards with the King of Swords in the reverse, he was very curious. I feel like the son began to ask his father a lot of questions, but his father fed him a lot of lies at the same time. Or he omitted a lot of things as well. So in some ways, the son felt like whatever bullets fly is because it's karma. It's deserved, right? I'm going to definitely look at how the son felt about his mother in her last days here. So I have the card of cousin. Okay, there could be a cousin involved in this. Let me see. Look, I have secrets revealed. So somebody was definitely how he felt about or why he was willing to work against her. Somebody was telling him some things that he was not completely aware of. That's why that Page of Swords, again, is curiosity, is learning things, it's watching, it's listening. I feel like the son was asking a lot of questions and certain things were starting to come out. But I don't feel like, paid a practitioner. I'm wondering if there was some sort of secret where D'Angelo might have said that Angie paid a practitioner to cause him to have addictions and to lose wealth and to lose his contracts here. It could very well be something like that. Because considering, I remember Angie saying that she did help D'Angelo with his album that blew up, the Voodoo album. And I'm like, well, why would they name it? You know, not saying that Angie named it Voodoo, but I don't know what her spiritual practices were back then for her to feel compelled to work with him on that particular type of album. Okay, somebody else mentioned the Devil's Pie song. So it's a few different, give me a piece of that devil's pie. It's a few different things that was going on in that album that indicated the type of spiritual things that D'Angelo was involved in. So I'm not sure if he revealed something to the son to make him believe that Angie was somehow placing some spell work over him, in order for him to end up having these addictive patterns and losing a lot of wealth. Look, it says millions. That came out in the reverse. It's like he was saying, I lost millions, and then it says it's over. So I feel like the son felt like it was karma. Okay, I have conspiracy here. The son felt like it was karma, blinding spells. See, I tell you, something about spells, rituals, dark magic, that maybe even a cousin, it could be a cousin of D'Angelo, it could be a cousin of Angie, I don't know, might have even said like, yeah, this is true, she paid somebody to do spell work XYZ. So the son felt like this was karma. Okay, look at that, it says karma returned. I have theft. Okay, and then I have honorable investigator. It's definitely something coming out about see, this says drugged. Okay, he might have felt like the source, the son might have felt like whoever he was receiving this information from, they was telling him the truth about something that Angie might have done to his father, D'Angelo. And so this is where he felt like if he worked with him, it would be well within his rights to, or that it would be whatever happened would be her karma. Okay, because some sort of secrets had been revealed here. So karmic bullet flying, and karma came out 2 times, right? So we're looking at, he really did feel like this is what was, she had it coming. So let me see if I can get something as far as, what was I going to ask? His relationship to his mother at that time. The son's relationship to Angie in the last 7 days of her time here. So let's just see. The son's relationship to Angie in her last 7 days. So I have judgment. I have the 7 of Cups, the Ace of Cups in a reverse. This is the 10 of Cups in a reverse. Wow. The Chariot. The 3 of Pentacles. Now this card came out, I believe it was in my very first or second part. It might have been part 1 or part 2. It's definitely giving that there was a disconnection emotionally, detached emotionally for sure. And what really is the big giveaway is the 10 of Cups in the reverse, because the 10 of Cups in the upright deals with a strong family bond, okay? Love between a family union. But with this coming out in the reverse, the cups have spilled here. The Ace of Cups is also in the reverse. So there was a lack of love that was being shown here. He may have been judging her or feeling like she was under judgment. What's interesting is that there's caskets down here. So there's like this revival, this reawakening that he felt like he was going to have, I feel, with D'Angelo directly. Because this card came out for the male presence that was in Angie's life that was trying to hold on to something. This person right here wants to be at the top. They want to be bigger than everyone else around them. They want to stand out and be in the spotlight here, okay? So I felt like that was D'Angelo's energy wanting his position back, because he had withheld his energy from his son for so long that I feel like his son in the last 7 days decided to withdraw from Angie and was placing that energy towards his father here. The 7 of Cups, this is like a broken, what do you call it? Vase down here. So there's some pieces, some broken pieces. I have at the bottom of the deck, the Devil. Yeah, he was definitely being controlled. Look at this. Okay, it's like get in formation. Remember, this card came out in part 3. And that is something that I wanted to ask too. Let's tap into that because that was another question that I had in part 3. What caused the breaking? What caused the breaking of this glass right here in the devil card where it's like, okay, it's your turn now. Now you get to pick from the tree. Now you get a taste of the fruit that's been withheld from you. So what caused the breaking? What broke him in? So what initiated him in is what I was asking. So let me see something here. Because we had that card with the temperance, I believe it was. And it was showing 2 people picking from this apple tree right here, which is withheld, it's covered, right? It's shielded from these people. They're denied access with this devil card. But in the part 3, it was showing that they were now able to partake for some reason. So that means, the devil, you got to fulfill the wants of the devil in order to receive the reward, okay? You got to fulfill the wants. So I want to see what was fulfilled in order for them to gain access to that tree. So there's some sort of pathway here. We're talking about road. So the road, we know that Angie was on the road, right? She was traveling. So somebody did something concerning traveling in order for them to gain access to the wealth here. Let's clarify. What about road? I have secret weapon. Secret weapon. Wow. Bottom of the deck says clean up. Clean up. So there's some sort of secret weapon that was utilized while on the road. Okay? It's a secret though. And there's someone who did their part in cleaning up the evidence. So this is what's giving someone access here. Look, this says weird science. Somebody gave her something. They need to do an autopsy. It's really giving this energy of giving her something because bioweapon came out in the last spread. Now we have secret weapon and then we have weird science, okay? Somebody might have given her something and the cleanup would have been, the accident was the distraction. Like a lot of people are already speculating she had to already be transitioned before the accident because how is it possible that out of 9 people she is the only one just by chance to lose her life, and she is the one who is speaking openly about the corruption of the industry? That doesn't make any sense. It's very obvious. It was very messy work, okay? Very messy work. But they're given access here to the royalty, see? They're given access to the royalty because they was willing to do the cleanup work. They did something on the road. See, this was all about greed. It was all about money. I really would like to know if I can get any clarity about this weapon here. The secret weapon, weird science. So I have here, wow, organized crime. I'm telling you. I am telling you, with the organized crime, somebody did this. They're cloaked, they're hidden, okay? The secret weapon is a part of the organized crime. It was definitely planned out very strategically. They didn't do a good enough job, though, unless they really just wanted it to be made obvious for the sake of really having people in an uproar, right? But like I told y'all before, my objective for doing these messages is that we can get the evidence in front of us to call judgment. We take this to the highest judge. And the Most High judges based on what's come out here. So as I always say, let the highest form of righteous judgment be casted upon the heads of all who was involved in taking Angie's life and anybody else's life that was taken for sacrifice, known and unknown. Let them be judged. Let them lose their wealth. Let them lose their power. Let them lose their authority. And let justice be served on behalf of those who have been harmed. Okay? Known and unknown in spirit and in flesh across all timelines, realms, and dimensions, known and unknown. So this is greed. They did this for money. I have the card of boat. This just kind of fell out of my hand. I don't know how where this fits, but I'll just leave it there since it fell out. They could have gotten something from overseas. As far as this secret weapon, this weird science, I want to clarify. Let me see, what do I want to clarify? Let me get one more for the road. So this happened while they were on the road, though. I have the school card here. I don't know, somebody was being taught, somebody was learning from her. Then I have her hidden accomplice, partner in crime. Somebody made a deal for sure. They shook hands. They had some sort of key. There was this hidden information, the secret weapon. They was given the keys to access the secret information or the secret weapon in order to bring harm to her. So now, my next question is, what took place while they were inside of the vehicle? Okay? Because we can clearly see that there's a lot of foul play here. It's so obvious. What happened in the vehicle is my question. What was going on inside of the car? Let's just see, what was Angie's state of mind while they were in the vehicle? We'll go with the last 24 hours of her time here. Her state of mind in the car. Angie's state of mind in the car. So I have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So that's a lack of energy. It's a lack of energy. Then I have the Nine of Cups. She might have had something though. The Nine of Cups can also be a card of indulgence. I have the World card here. Somebody was doing a seance around that time. There was a ritual that was happening, that was taking place the last 24 hours when she was in the van. Then I have the Tower in the reverse. The Tower in the reverse. So there was some sort of shakeup. It was like it was destined to happen. Whatever the shakeup was in the car, in the van. Timing, Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Two of Wands, I mean, I'm picking up this lack of energy that she had, but I'm also picking up a ritual that had been done, and it was a matter of time before this ritual actually took effect on her. Some sort of disruption that was planned out. The Moon is in the reverse. It's like she knew. Three of Wands. Three of Wands is here. I don't know. It's like she knew. Let me see something. I need to get some more clarity here. What is this? What was happening inside of the van? Because in some ways, it's like intuitively she knew that something was getting ready to go down. She had other plans though. Like she was optimistic about what was ahead of her. But at the same time, there was like a lack of energy. I could see how she would have been drained though, because she did have an illness, you know. On top of that, she was just coming from, I guess, a tour. Was it a tour or a concert? I don't know. But what was the energy inside of the van between Angie and the others that was present? What was the energy between them? Royalty and cleanup. See? Royalty and cleanup. The secret weapon is at the bottom of the deck. I have water right behind that. They might have given her something in her water. They might have given her something in her water. It's almost like she was getting the royal treatment though. Like she might have sensed that they was laying it on a little bit too thick, right? Maybe they was like over nurturing or over giving to her. Like, oh, Angie, you put your feet up. You ain't got to do nothing. Here's some water. We cooked you this. We did that. all in preparation just to get her to let her guards down and to be optimistic about where this was taking her. But I think she kind of felt like something was off here. She was losing energy with that Knight of Wands in the reverse. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Look at bottom of the deck. It says death. That says assassination and death. Secret weapon and cleanup. This was not an outright like pow pow. I don't feel that. I feel like the assassination was directly connected. They put something in her drink, something that she took in. Water. That could be like the secret weapon, because I don't know. I mean, this is kind of giving the energy of drowning. Okay. But it's something about water. Okay. Which was the secret weapon, and the death card being at the bottom of the deck. What was her? Look at that, y'all. I told you, communication and cult. They was having communication with the cult members. Okay. They was given a specific assignment, a specific message on how to carry this out. That's why you have the road card. They needed to do this on the road. So I do feel like, yes, with the death card here, she was already gone before the truck hit the vehicle. I do feel that way based on what's coming through here. There was an assassination, but it was directly connected to something that she ingested, a liquid, okay, that had some form of a bioweapon in it that took her out before the van struck. But these were under cult's orders, under a specific order, because a certain ritual had been done. And that's why the timing was very important, because they needed to have this happen within a certain time frame after they had performed this ritual. This cult had performed this ritual, okay? So I just want to get one card if I can see. How did she pass? I really do feel like it's definitely connected to the secret weapon. Yeah, somebody, it was blackmail for success. All right. It was blackmail for success. Somebody felt like, look at this. I'm not making, y'all see these cards in my hand. I'm sitting right here. You see what this says right here? Drugs or poison. That's it and that's all. I don't even need to pull anything else. That's why I said I need one card, and my spiritual team said it's right there at the bottom, but I'm going to show you exactly why they did it. It was blackmail for success, but this is how they did it. They poisoned her, drugged her, poisoned her. That's why I was picking up with that water and the bio weapon. They put something in there with that weird science. They mixed something up, but they really had her feeling like she was optimistic about where things was headed. I'm not picking up. I think her intuition was telling her that they was being a little bit too nice. But at the same time, I'm not picking up that there was tension, that there was struggle, okay? This is definitely giving that they gave her something, and I feel like she was already taken out before the accident, but the accident would be the cover-up to solidify the death, right? That would be the evidence. This is why she passed away. That's what they're going to give you with the fake news. This is all allegedly. That's my message for you all. We'll see if there's even a need to tap into a part 5. If there is, turn on your notifications bell. Or if you have any specific things that you think I should touch on that I missed here in part 1, 2, 3, or 4, leave it in the comments below. I look forward to hearing from you all. I love you. Like, subscribe, and I will talk to y'all next time.